In the last video, I finished off by uploading a picture of my product onto the listing form here. One thing I should mention about pictures is to make sure it's a really good picture. Because as they say, a picture speaks 1,000 words. If your picture looks dull, less people are going to be interested, it's going to attract less attention, and it's just not going to grab that emotion or fire in people that they'll want to bid it up. So with a dull picture, you'll just get less bids and a lower selling price. If you like, you could take multiple pictures of your item and then select the best ones that you'll upload to your listing form. But let's move on to the description here. If you know HTML, you can use the form by clicking on the HTML tab. Let's just use standard. I already have a description typed up for this on my Word documents. So I'm just going to copy and paste. Okay, so everything looks good. Next step is the listing designer. Okay, if you want to add a certain design to your auction, you want to make it more attractive and have a layout for your pictures, this is what you would use. And as you can see on the right here, you can see what it will look like. You can even preview it. This is optional, it's 10 cents. I'm not going to use it for this listing. Most listings I don't even use a listing designer, just because I like it to be clear and easy to read. I don't want any distractions. And you also have the risk, if you choose a listing designer, you also have the risk that you may turn off some people just because certain colors may not be attractive to some people, although you may think it's attractive. Okay, so for the visitor counter, this is where you can place a counter on the bottom of your listing, and you can see how many hits you have, how many people have viewed your listing. And my preference is the hidden so that nobody can see it except for me. I'll be able to see it if I'm logged into my eBay account. And this is just a habit of mine because usually I don't want my competition knowing how well my listings are doing. And so I don't want people to know how many views I'm getting, how many people are viewing my auction. Well, for this particular auction, I don't think it matters, but again, it's just my preference. Next step is where you select what type of listing it's going to be and the price. So if we're going to run an auction, you would just, by default actually, it's already on the auction format here. But if you want to use a fixed price listing, you would click on this tab. Okay, but I'm going to use an auction for this product. And now, if this product or this category on eBay allows you to use classified ad, eBay classified ad, there would be a third tab here, which would say something like classified ads. But for this category, collectibles, eBay does not allow you to list classified ads, so I don't have that option here. Okay, so I'm going to just enter my pricing information. My starting price is $24.97, and I'm going to put a buy now price. And there is an extra fee for that. This is optional. Okay, quantity, one item. For duration, you could have your auction run for 1 day, 3 or 5 or 7 or 10 days. 10 days, there's an extra fee of 40 cents. My preference, I like to list items for 7 days. And start listing immediately. You can also schedule it to start at a later date. But I'm going to start it immediately. Okay, and eBay gives you more options. and which I don't really use. So let's go down to this section right here where it says decide how you like to be paid. Okay, PayPal is selected. The PayPal email address is on here. And next step is the shipping information, which I'll cover in the next video.